Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to say something about what is going on in the country, about this Russian guy. According to Malcolm says that this guy is HIV positive because apparently research has been done and that is what has been discovered. The guy is HIV positive. The sister reported him to the Interpol and he's been arrested in Japan. We'll talk about that later. I can see men all over social media, okay? They've come out. They're making a field day out of this. Men are out here talking, laughing about this, acting shocked, acting amazed. They're even gone on radio to talk about these girls. Let me tell you. I want to address the men before I address the women. If you're a man, kindly shut up. I would like to ask you, shut up, keep quiet, stop it. Stop it with this Russian guy and this ladies, you understand? If you have a daughter, shut up. If you have a sister, shut up. If your firstborn, the firstborn in your family is a daughter, shut up. If at any particular point you've called your sister for a small loan, for school fees, for pocket money, for uniforms, for books, for food, for anything, ever, if your sister has ever supported you, shut up. If your sister holds your family, your mother is sick, your mother is old, there is no house, I don't know, she has no clothes, your father is a drunkard, your mother is just a laborer, or she's sick, she cannot work, your sister has stepped up, shut up. You understand? If you're a man that has frustrated orphans out here, shut up and wait for God to deal with you. Because you see these girls, you see this thing they're doing, this is survival. This is survival, and this is what this city is. That is what Nairobi is all about. Survival. And these girls have got no any other way. Because believe you me, without connections in this country, what do you have? Do you get a job? Who will employ you? You understand? If your boss is a woman, she is paying you at the end of the month, shut up. If you know you have a wife, shut up. Because apparently there is a married woman, there are several married women in that story. Where were you? Are you a provider? Are you a priest? Are you really leading your family? These are the questions men should be asking themselves. Men should be very sad in this country today. Why? Because they have failed God. If they are orphans, they are struggling because there are brothers in that family who could not take care of them. These women that are surviving to feed their children, somebody impregnated them. So where are these men that impregnated them, that have absconded their duties as fathers? You understand? Widows, orphans, I don't know, everything. Men, kindly, men, you are in every step of this story. You are in the middle of this mess. When you keep on saying, oh, Nairobi ni chafu, nani anachafua? Nani anachafua? Is it not both men and women? So now because of this story, men are beginning to act in this country like they have zero responsibility. And the saddest thing is to see men on radio like Spice FM. I've seen two gentlemen on Spice FM. They're probably in their 40s. I believe they have daughters. You should not be talking. Just keep quiet. I tell you, if you're a parent, keep quiet. Let me tell you something. Being an African child is not easy. And especially if you come from a family where they have to depend on you. I am telling you, women are standing up. Women are showing up where men cannot show up. Especially in families. When a parent is sick, there is a high possibility the sisters will be up and down with that parent. Feeding, clothes, hospital bills, buying pampers. I have seen it. It is the women that are rising up to this kind of responsibilities. Where are our brothers? Where are our fathers? You understand what I'm saying? There is no house in the village. I don't know. There is a problem somewhere. I don't know. Land issues. Oh, your mother is living in the slums. It is you as a woman. Yet you have brothers who are probably working. But the moment they get married, they forget that they have responsibilities back at home. So it is you as a woman that will have to work hard and get your mom off the slums and build a decent home in the village probably, or wherever it is that you'll get a piece of land. This thing, men are in the middle of all this mess, and please come into my comments and comment. Do you think I care? Do you think I really care at this age? At 54, as a firstborn daughter? I'm basically in charge of my father's family, basically. Let me just put it that way. What do you think we have not seen as women? But for you to come out and start laughing about this, that hey, ni malaya, sijui nini, wanafanya nini, Nairobi, ni chafu, nani anachafua? These women are not sleeping with themselves. Me, I have no penis. You think I care? As I'm speaking like this, I have no penis to impregnate anyone. I have done my best. Where men have failed, women have risen. Women have risen. And I'm not trying to support these women. What they're doing is so risky. Because imagine if this guy was to kill them. Imagine if he was a serial killer. Imagine if this guy could even if he just walked around with some simple poison. He doesn't have to walk around with a knife, no. Just some poison, put it in their drinks and stuff like that. It's risky, this kind of, but what options do women have? What options do women have? When you have 2 babies and the father has run away, what option do you have? When your mother is in the village and she's not feeling well, she needs drugs by Friday. She's in need of drugs. What options do you have as a woman? To me, I'm not worried. Sawa. But my word to the women is this. If you are with this guy, go get tested for HIV. Because apparently, he's HIV positive. Go get tested for HIV. And I don't want to imagine how much sex you've had since he left the country. How much HIV you spread. But please go get tested and start on your ARVs as soon as possible. You understand? Just go get tested so that you can get some peace of mind. Get tested so that you can get some closure with this matter. Please. But men should not be talking. You all should be shocked. Particularly those who have daughters. Shocked, sana, tena. You should be whispering. And you have run away from family responsibilities. You're not there at home to even talk with your wife. You don't even want to be there because apparently now she has sagging breasts and the babies are making noise all over and she's smelling like breast milk when you go home in the evening. So your best escape is football or you go to the club to drink. You see where the mess is coming in. So as you're drinking, you find another kamama there, mpango wa kando. So apparently you'll stop providing for this family that you started. And so even when the married men and married women are doing this with this Russian, I'm just shaking my head. I'm just shaking my head in pity because, like, seriously, we have a problem. And if the men will not address this, you see, they are not addressing it. Instead, they are laughing. They are laughing. Can you imagine? They are all over social media. Those guys at Spice FM were talking and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Pray that you do not die while your children are still in school. You men, pray. Because let me tell you, this is what happens in African culture. You're buried as a guy. The moment soil just touches your coffin like this, your brothers have taken over. And they'll take away everything that you left this woman to support her to bring up these children. What orphans they're not having it easy at all. They have no one. I'm speaking from experience. I had no one except my father's friend. If it was not for my daddy's buddy to hold me like this and show me what to do and where to go get a job, I'm telling you. Then again, wacha tuachie tu hapo because it's not easy as an orphan. Wallahi. Wachaneni na wanawake. This thing is very sad. What we should be doing is urging them to go get tested, urging girls not to come to the city. The other issue in hii pressure kuja tao. Everybody is now in town. Even they have, kila mtu sasa amekuja tao, anataka double door fridge, anataka sijui 6 burner cooker. Everybody wants to live in an apartment. Everybody wants to drive. Everybody. So the question is, na pesa utatoa wapi? So pesa inatoka wapi? You have 3 kids, you're in the city, you have to feed them. You want to live an apartment, pay that apartment. Hauna job, hauna business, itakuaje? Hiki tota sio ya kuchekelea. If you're laughing at yourself. You. Fala. Unacheka nini? Hii sio kitu ya kucheka. Ili kitu kwanza ni sad sana. Na hiyo HIV yenye mnacheka hivyo huenda hata ikawa imekupitia wewe if you're reckless, if you have reckless sex in this town. Hey, have a lovely weekend.